We're wearing slightly unusual clothes, so we're
I
not
don't
on
think
the
it's just you,
street.
Faye. I
But
think
we'd
it
like
was
to
me.
talk to you. We know you from before,
But
they
it's
said.
being weird though. Why
Oh,
are they in the
really?
tree?
I replied. From when?
Oh, it's frozen right now?
We met earlier in
Can you hear
Learmarken.
me?
Come closer so we can connect with you better. I asked again, why are
Can you
you
hear
up
me?
there? Come down instead. No, they responded. Someone might see us. We want to talk with you for a little while before we leave. Well then, I said, you'll have to come down to the street.
I love cases
No,
like this. It's
we're
so
being
weird.
picked up from here, they replied. We talked about some everyday topics and they gave me some advice. I said,
Oh, like and hate
I
about
don't know
what?
you,
I
and
might
I
have
don't
missed
believe in your
that.
predictions at all. They
Oh,
told me they knew
Callie,
I was on my
sorry.
way home, and
Sorry,
since they
I know
had
what you
some
mean.
time, they decided to speak with me. They
Is it
even
still
offered
up
me
for
a
you
ride,
guys?
but I didn't dare to go with them. They asked me again to come
Bro.
closer, but I told them I was too scared.
I mean, yeah, look at
As I
that's
continued backing
terrifying.
away, I eventually turned and ran.
Oh
After
my
I had gone a
god.
bit farther, I saw one of those bell-shaped craft hovering over the street and trees where the men had been.
Oh, is it crashed again?
I spoke with them for about 15 minutes, all in Swedish.
You guys can't hear me?
One evening in the early 1960s, my father experienced a troubling incident on our farm. He was out in the yard getting water when a large, angular, and seemingly flattened object flew at a very low altitude directly over him. It had a row of lights at the front, with 5.
Let me know when the thing's back up. This is so weird because it's not down for me right now. I see what you guys are typing. Like I'm receiving everything, but maybe it's not sending. Wait, what's the timer set thing? What are you talking about? Oh, it's back up? Did you guys see this part about the tree? Or was I down that whole time? They're like up in the tree talking to her. Okay, do you see it? Say, I in the chat if you see it, if you hear me. I. Is it just you that sees it? See, it's being so buggy. It's so strange. And it didn't even like go down that time. It like, I could still see you guys typing the whole time. And it just wasn't sending out or something. Wait, so did you see the tree part? Where they're up in the tree talking to her? How creepy is that? You didn't see this part? I was down the whole time? That's so weird because I was watching you guys, like I was talking to you guys and I was seeing what you guys were typing.
Why are you up in the tree? I asked. We're wearing slightly unusual clothes, so we're not on the street. But we'd like to talk to you. We know you from before, they said. Oh, really? I replied. From when? We met earlier in Learmarken. Come closer so we can connect with you better.
Bro.
I asked again, why are you up there? Come down instead. No, they responded. Someone might see us. We want to talk with you for a little while before we leave.
Do you see it, Faye?
Well then, I said, you'll have to come down to the street.
I know
No,
what you are.
we're being picked up from here, they replied. We talked about some everyday topics and they gave me some advice. I said, I don't know you, and I don't believe in your predictions at all. They told me they knew I was on my way home, and since they had some time, they decided to speak with me. They even offered me a ride, but I didn't dare to go with them. They asked me again to come closer, but I told them I was too scared. As I continued backing away, I eventually turned and ran. After I had gone a bit farther, I saw one of those bell-shaped craft hovering over the street and trees where the men had been. I spoke with them for about 15 minutes, all in Swedish.
Yeah. Different color on my phone and my OBS.
One evening in the early 1960s, my father experienced a troubling incident on our farm. He was out in the yard getting water when a oh, really?
Sorry, I'm typing.
New follower Daydream 971.
Thanks for the follow, Daydream. I don't know if you guys see it back up yet or not. I knew it was gonna go back down. You see it? Yeah, it's so strange. So you guys didn't even see the tree part. I played it twice now, but it was down. But that's so funny. Dude, I think it was a world record. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why. Oh, I see a Whitley streamer recommended.
Closed,
Okay.
so we're not on the street. But we'd like to talk to you. We know you from before, they said. Oh, really?
Oh,
I
you saw the
replied.
tree?
From when? We met earlier in Learmarken. Come closer so we can connect with you better. I asked again, why are you up there? Come down instead.
I love the
No,
drawing.
they responded. Someone might see us. We want to talk with you for a little while before we leave. Well then, I said, you'll have to come down to the street. No, we're being picked up from here, they replied.
Is that you in the tree?
We
It's
talked
me.
about some everyday topics
Little
and they
bald
gave me some
alien.
advice. I said, I don't know you, and I don't believe in your predictions at all. They told me they knew I was on my way home, and since they had some time, they decided to speak with me. They even offered me a ride, but I didn't dare to go with them. They asked me again to come closer, but I told them I was too scared. As I continued backing away, I eventually turned and ran. After I had gone a bit farther, I saw one of those bell-shaped craft hovering over the street and
Cosplaying as a
trees where the
monkey
men
or
had been.
something.
I spoke with them for about 15 minutes, all in Swedish.
That's so funny.
One evening in the early 1960s, my father experienced a troubling incident on our farm. He was out in the yard getting water when a large, angular, and seemingly flattened object flew at a very low
Gonna take a
altitude
sleep
directly
now. Okay,
over him.
Faye.
It had a row
Sleep
of lights
well.
at the front, with 5 lamps in orange,
Good night,
red,
good night.
brown, blue, and yellow, and an identical row of lights at the back. The craft emitted a whining sound, followed by a powerful shock wave that knocked my father over,
Oh no.
causing him to hit his jaw painfully on the edge of the well,
What?
injuring himself. A large milk can was also overturned.
IRL.
Both the dog and the cat were terrified. From 1959 to July 1969, I lived at another location in Visnum Parish, south of
Night,
Christinehamn.
Faye.
There, we saw both cigar-shaped and round objects in the sky, sometimes at dusk and other times in broad daylight. When I had seen one of these craft during the day, I would think about it and strongly wish for it to return at a specific time in the evening. Many times it appeared at exactly the time I had wished for. The craft always came
bell.
individually, never in groups. During these occasions, they flew very low, and I often felt that they almost grazed the rooftops. At such close range, I estimated their size to be between 12 and 15 meters. These low flights, responding to my wishes for specific times, were carried out only by the bell-shaped type of craft. On these occasions, I could clearly distinguish the round windows, which emitted a reddish-brown glow. On top of the dome, the clear glass-like section was distinctly visible, emitting a red blinking light every 2 seconds. At the bottom or underside, 3 spheres were clearly visible, though I didn't notice any light emanating from the underside of the craft. These displays occurred about 20 times a year during the time I lived at that location, mostly during the winter months. Before each incident, I would have a sense of anticipation that something was about to happen, and it was then that I would wish for them to appear at a specific time. Remarkably, they always showed up at the exact time I had wished for.
Really makes sense if you think about it.
I began to
hallucinations.
understand
Yeah, it could be
that
like
they
a
could perceive my
psychological,
wishes in some telepathic
like a
way.
global psychological thing.
I never wished for them to perform any specific maneuvers, only that they would come as close as possible so that I could see them clearly.
I think
didn't have
that's
access
also
to
like a
binoculars at the
common
time. On a couple of occasions,
delusion,
I
isn't
went
it?
outside in just my nightgown with a
To like think
flashlight
that
and
people are
blinked it.
watching you or something. That's like
To
a
my
common
surprise and
delusion.
delight, I received a blinking response from the round window
Those
openings on the
overalls.
craft. During this period, I also spent
Yeah.
several weeks at a
So it
time
really
staying
could
at
be
my
something like
childhood
that.
home to help my parents while they were ill. In 1962, in Vietnam, I was in the forest with my 2 little girls picking berries when I encountered a person from one of
Ooh.
these spacecraft. We didn't have time to exchange many words before my husband came into view with his car. I then asked the person to leave so I wouldn't face any
Yeah,
trouble.
it's a little sus.
My husband assumed it was another berry picker
Little
I had been
sussy.
talking to. The craft was parked farther
Why
away.
is his hair purple?
I took my daughters by
He's
the
not
hand
bald.
and walked toward my husband. The conversation wasn't telepathic. It was spoken verbally in Swedish. The man wore
they
an
look
overall-like
weird.
outfit made of a greenish material. He had a belt around his waist and something resembling boots on his feet. He was bareheaded and had medium-length ash-colored hair.
Ash
He seemed
oh.
friendly and was very handsome with
Ash
extremely
colored
kind
is
eyes.
like blonde.
A person you would instantly trust
Why did you
upon
do it
meeting.
purple? Like he didn't know how to draw ash colored or something.
In May 1967, something strange happened one evening. My father had been out feeding the horse for the night, and I had just brought the
Shaped
cat
items on
inside
his
because it was
feet.
bedtime. We then saw a glowing sphere flying through the air, which suddenly exploded over the forest.
Uh-huh.
Flames were visible,
Fuck.
and burning fragments of the sphere fell into the woods. Our closest neighbor lived 6 kilometers from our home, and we didn't encounter anyone from there or anyone else who mentioned the incident. A week later, military personnel, around 120 men, including armed guards with 10 German shepherds, arrived.
10? That's a lot of German
They cordoned
shepherds.
off the area for 3 days. Private cars were not allowed to
Trying to
pass
sniff
and were
them out.
forced to turn around and take another route. On the 3rd day,
Was it
a
bubble?
large truck left the area, carrying a load well covered with tarps. The objects under the tarps had a bulky shape, resembling a large washing drum in form. The outlines of 3 smaller objects and 1 larger, triangular-shaped object could be seen under the tightly
Subnautica
secured
2
tarps.
drops this year. I've played
None
that.
of the objects extended beyond the truck bed.
Oh, you know what
Everything
else is
fit within
interesting
it.
about me playing that? I have
My father was instructed by the military personnel to remain silent about
Wait,
what had happened.
Subnautica, that
Not a single word was mentioned in the local press about any crash or
yeah,
military
that's the
operation.
like the deep dive game, right? I'm not
In
crazy, am I?
1968, my 11-year-old daughter and
Subnautica, I
I
think
were
that's what it was
fishing one
called.
evening by a lake
Yeah,
called
you know what's
Savsjö,
funny though?
2 kilometers from my
I
childhood
have
home.
thalassophobia,
My daughter slipped on a
which is a
stone and
deep
fell into the water,
water
getting
phobia,
completely
like an
soaked.
intense phobia.
She
So it was
said,
like really scary to
"I'm
play.
going home to Grandma's.
It was like
You can
legit
stay
spooky
here."
for me.
"Go ahead," I said. "I'll be along shortly."
I have a clip of me
She left
loading
and reached a
into it, and
rocky
I'm like
ridge on the
standing
way
above
home,
the ocean,
where the
and
small
I was
dirt
having
road
like
cut
a
straight through the hill.
phobia reaction to
As
it. I
she
was like,
walked through the bushes
"Ugh."
in that area, where you can
It's
look up
funny.
at both sides of the ridge,
Even though it's
she
just
suddenly
pixels.
heard voices speaking in a strange language she didn't understand. She then saw 2 individuals wearing overall-like clothing and, farther up the
They
ridge,
got
a
sashes
brownish
on?
bell-shaped object.
It's just
She didn't
water,
mention
yeah,
anything to
scary
her
blue
grandparents.
stuff.
I passed the same spot a little later, and also heard voices. It wasn't Swedish, Finnish, English, German, or French. They seemed to be looking around and talking, but didn't do anything particularly remarkable. I crept through the bushes and tall grass so they wouldn't see me. They stood about 40 meters away from me on the ridge and looked like us Nordics,
Like Dory said,
both in
yeah.
appearance and height. They wore overall-like clothing made of silver-colored material.
Oh, it's gonna be
likely with a
multiplayer?
belt or
Okay,
strap.
that's gonna be fun,
The
actually.
craft was above them.
There's another
farther up the
diving
ridge.
game that I played this year.
When I got home,
Forgot
I
what it
asked
was
my
called,
daughter
though.
if she had noticed anything unusual on her way back. "Yes," she said. "I was so scared." "There was nothing
Phoenix.
dangerous," I told her. "I saw them too, and they didn't do anything."
Is that the multiplayer one? It was like a...
The next contact
only
occurred
played it
in
a couple times, though.
1969, when a car stopped beside me. At the time, I had just moved to Kristineham from
Wait, I
Vietnam.
don't like these bow colors. I'm
man
gonna
addressed
edit it
me.
while we watch.
He was dressed normally.
No.
He shook
Oh,
my hand
I
and
don't know.
greeted me in a
That doesn't
distinctive
look
way.
normal to me.
I didn't recognize him by appearance, but his voice was very familiar.
He's as yellow as
And
that
I realized
car.
it belonged to one of the two men in the tree from 1956. We talked about what had happened in the intervening years, and he asked why I hadn't followed the advice he had given me in 1956. He said I could have avoided the difficulties I'd experienced. I replied that things had turned out the way they did. He suggested that in the future, I should better follow the guidance that might come from them. He invited me to get in the car,
Wait, but didn't he
suggesting we
not
go somewhere
remember?
to eat and talk more. I said I didn't have time. That's unfortunate, he said, but he asked if he could return another time. I asked him what he was doing there, and he replied that he was there on a mission.
I'm gonna change my bow color.
The next incident occurred a few weeks ago in the evening. I had kidney pain, so I took a pill and went to bed. The next day, my neighbors told me that two men had come to my door, ringing the bell repeatedly and asking for me. According to the neighbor's description, they were handsome men. They had also stood outside calling, "Lily, are you sick? Why aren't you answering?" The appearance of these men, as described by my neighbors, doesn't match anyone I know here. However, the description matches the space people I have encountered before, particularly the
odd.
man in the car. They were driving a low sports car, which they had parked on the street. I woke up shortly after midnight, and by then, the pain in my kidneys had completely disappeared. And with that, the interview concluded, leaving the Berthelsons scratching their heads. What were they, and we, to make of this story? Lili Nilsson's tale is a roller coaster ride of close encounters, unexplained crafts, and strange visitors. From cigar-shaped objects and glowing spheres to mysterious figures offering cryptic advice, her experiences provide a keyhole view into the remarkable life of a would-be contact person. We have the objects hovering silently over forests, descending into rivers, even blinking back in response to a flashlight. Moreover, the reports of figures in overalls collecting soil samples, sitting in trees, and
That's
stopping
better.
by in sleek sports cars. And let's
Could
not
play a game
forget
if
the
someone in
apparent
chat
crash
bought
site
it for you.
and the military operation that followed,
Yeah, I probably
complete
would.
with armed guards
but,
and mysterious cargo.
I
Whether it's
also
the craft
wanted to, like,
designs, their
play
movements,
games with
or the human-like
viewers
entities,
eventually, but
every element is described in vivid, almost
or like do
cinematic
activities
detail.
or something.
What's most striking
I don't have
is
like
the
a
sheer
set
frequency of the
planner
events
schedule yet.
and how
though.
they seem to respond to Lili's thoughts and actions, like her flashlight
Now
signals,
my
or
bows
even her
are-
mental wishes
are
for
they
their
too
arrival.
Dark.
Were these experiences the result of a profound connection with something beyond our comprehension? Or are they best understood as shaped by personal
Almost
and
looks like I didn't
cultural
even
factors?
change them.
As always, the final judgment lies with you.
Ooh.
Did you enjoy this content?
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of the unexplained. Welcome everyone to hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload.
Oh yeah, that's the default because I saved my. I was editing it real quick and I saved it. When you save it, it changes back to default. You have to use your key that you saved it on. What the heck? Yeah, the white one's the default, so it's fully customizable. You can make it look however you want it to. Like whatever colors you want, whatever hair. Okay. But they probably shouldn't be moving that, right? Isn't that like a historical monument type thing? Like a really, really, really old... Why are they moving it? It's a good way to do it, but I mean... This is like, what I can't remember. I got glasses. I forgot how to change my hair. I can't remember what keybind it is. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I made a oh hang on. I tried to make a wolfy one. Oh yeah, this is my wolfy one. There is wolf ears, but the wolf ears don't move around like this. There, that's the wolf ears, but they don't bounce up and down. Oh, I like the I'm blanking. What do you call it? Leg warmer. I like the leg warmer color. Leg warmers. You like this one? Yeah, it's supposed to be wolfy, but I kind of like the cat ears on it. They kind of they can look wolfy too, I guess. Yeah, like these can be kind of wolfy ears too, kind of. Who is this cutie? Oh, it's Wolfie. Coco Wolf. Wait, what's wolf in Japanese? Isn't it like okame? No. What? Oh, doesn't it start with O or something? Oh, it is okami? Okami. Coco okami. Oh, talking about spooky. We should have watched this before Faye went to sleep. Really give him some nightmares.
Ray says that her family has experienced many strange things since they moved into their new home. Ray says that the house's basement is especially creepy.
I love
she says
spooky
that
videos.
Even on warm days, the temperature down there is always freezing. And she says
oh,
that
you know
she
what's
feels
cool? I
like
can mix
something
and match
is
the
watching
colors
her
too
when
with
she's
the binds. They
down
like
there.
mix together
Even weirder,
sometimes.
the
It doesn't
family
always
often
look good,
hears
but
strange, unexplained
it's kind of
sounds
cool.
coming from the
That's what
basement.
I heard too, Phoenix. I thought that's what he said too. I don't know what he actually said. Ooh, spooky.
But things in their house get even weirder after Ray buys her son Andrew a creepy large
Oh
Elmo
my god,
balloon.
not this. I saw
You
this
see,
the other
the
day.
balloon seems to move around the house with a mind of its own.
So stupid. It's me going to say goodnight to Faye.
Babe, come here.
Okay, it does look super creepy. I think this is fake. But if it wasn't, that would be so schizo to just be like, oh, it's possessed. It's a balloon moving like a balloon.
It's just like, keeps going down to the basement.
Inexplicably, the
It's just
balloon
air pressure,
often just
yeah.
seems to
But
head
I think
directly toward
I
their
saw
basement
another,
door.
like a compilation that they did, and it kind of seemed fake-ish, like they started playing into it or something.
Weirdly, Ray says that the balloon will only enter the basement door if her son follows after it.
Like, it almost looks like someone's pulling it with a string, but like there it looks normal. Like, that's just what balloons do. Like, if you have a small, the tiniest draft.
Andrew.
And she's like, no, don't follow it into the basement.
Andrew. Andrew.
So the obvious thought here is, well, it's just a balloon caught in a draft and doing balloon stuff. But things get even weirder, because it seems the creepy Elmo balloon isn't content to only roam the downstairs. One night, the family
my
dogs
tail's
start
getting in the
going
way, my
nuts,
fluffy
and
tail.
Ray goes to investigate. What she finds chills her to her core.
I haven't watched a Nuke Tops 5 in so long.
Babe.
Yeah, this one, I saw this the other day. It looked kind of fake. I saw it on a different channel.
Quiet. Quiet.
It does. That looks super weird. The feet. What the fuck? Well, I can't tell if this is Nuke's music over the top or theirs. How weird does that look? But someone could be pulling that with this. I mean, that's kind of dramatic.
So now,
And why would they not
obvious
react
question
to
is,
the-
Why doesn't she just pop the balloon, throw it in the trash, and be done?
Because she doesn't want to be
But Ray
possessed
says
by
that her
it.
son is very attached to the balloon and refuses to let them take it away. So
I don't know if I
the
believe
creepy
that.
Elmo balloon stays. But
What the hell?
Ray will soon seriously regret this decision.
You saw your Elmo move at 3 a.m. Elmo is like already such a creepy. Oh no. Ew, why is it like crinkling and there must be someone pulling a string from that basement. Cause that was like a lot of force right there. The breathing. Oh yeah, this is where it gets super fake. Yeah, I saw this the other night. Someone was What the fuck?
Did you see it? A
Did you
strangely
see
shaped
it?
forehead seems to be peeking around the top edge of the basement door. When slowed down, we can even see what looks like a bizarre set of dark
Some of these
eyes
spooky
and the
videos
bridge
is
of
so
a
silly,
nose.
it's funny.
So is Ray's house haunted by an entity that
Like,
is
obviously that
manipulating
looks
this
pretty
Elmo
fucking
balloon?
scary.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Oh my
You
god.
decide. What the f?
I wonder
just
how they
happened?
faked it though. I mean, I
Now,
guess
these
it's
next
impressive.
clips are videos that have no real explanation. They were either uploaded without a source or info, or the people in the video just can't explain what happened either. So, in this first video, a woman is riding her bike down a street in Brazil, and then, what the f just happened?
Huh? Wait, what? It flew up into. Oh, it must have been like a wire or some shit.
Now, just a quick
Oh.
note for YouTube content
I
guidelines
just-
here. This
I
woman
swore
was
when you
not
said
seriously
language.
hurt, and she actually falls off the bike right behind this post right there.
It must have
And then
got
the bike
caught
takes
on
off
something.
for the moon, apparently.
What
Now,
the
this
hell?
was sent in as a paranormal video. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
thinking
it's
the
being
bike got
pulled
hung up on
back,
a
so it's
cable or
gotten. Yeah, it
something.
has to be a
But
cable.
no idea why it flies 50 feet in the air.
Oh
so
my
you tell
gosh.
me.
I mean, that's pretty scary just for how. Like,
Now,
you know,
this
she
next
could've been
clip comes from
seriously
the
hurt.
podcast Grown Up Kids, hosted by brother and sister Seth and Jesse.
I'm Jesse,
I'm Seth.
and we're
Coco
siblings.
Come.
We are.
And we have a
Okami,
podcast.
sorry.
It's not a paranormal podcast, and they've never posted or even mentioned anything supernatural. But then one day, while recording, this.
I am stupid good at the game.
What?
Was that?
I don't know, but it scared me.
Yeah. Wait,
Someone on the
I'm
toilet.
I'm being so serious.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty scary. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know, but I'm scared. That sounded like
Like,
a
that could be your
dinosaur.
pipes, like, doing something crazy, or, like, it could be anything. I'd be terrified. So this is why CCTV is good. You can at least bring it up and be like, okay, so it wasn't right outside or whatever.
I don't even.
It's Daydream looking for aliens. He's like ripping the house up.
I can't even begin to imagine what that
They're like flabbergasted.
Like the pipes or something?
Yeah, like it sounded like
either
something
sounded like
I thought someone was
grinding
playing
or
music.
something.
Thank God you were here, because
no.
if that happened while I was home alone, I would have literally pooped my pants.
As you can tell from their reaction, Jesse and Seth have no clue what they just heard.
My reaction would have
but
been
it
to
totally
bring up
freaks them out.
CCTV if you have
To
it.
this day, they say they have no idea what this sound was. And Jessie says that she has never heard this sound
Or, like,
in her
look
home
at-
before this incident or
I don't know.
since. So you tell me what you think this sound is.
Yeah, I'd get
I
up and
am
look and see if there's
stupid good
something
at the
going on, like something burst.
what was that?
It kind of sounded like metal
This
ripping
next
or
video from
something.
Brazil was uploaded without a description, and the uploader didn't respond to any of the
It's
thousands
like a
of comments
ghost
and
taking
questions.
ripping a huge
Now,
one.
I have many questions of my own, but we'll get to that after the video. Check it out.
Hmm? Is that a snake?
Ele tá seguindo você! Ele tá seguindo! Ui, gente! Olha
The
o
hell?
dedo dele!
Ew, why would you touch it?
Tá louco com a mão assim?
Wait, what? Oh, it's like a rope or something. Ew, what is that?
Menino, tira a mão lá, se pegou!
Jeez, he's brave. If you don't know what it is, I wouldn't
Não
touch
põe
it.
a mão, meu! Não põe a mão! Não põe! Ui, ui, se
What
mexeu.
is
Olha o
that?
cheiro que tá. Por que você mexeu? Olha o fedor que fez. Jesus! Menino do céu, pega isso daí e joga
What is
pra
that? Is that like a
geladeira.
waterproof iPad or something? Or am I dumb? I
Pega
just don't know what
isso
that
logo.
is.
Ai, tá amarrado. Tá amarrado, puxa pela corda, ó. Ui.
Well, the music is really happy, so it must be.
So something weird and kind of
Wait,
scary
what?
is sitting at the bottom of the pool. But what is it? How did it get there? And more importantly, how do you even get in the pool and not notice that thing? Either way, I have no idea what that is. And neither does
Oh,
anyone
it's a
in the
mask.
video's
It's a wolf
comments.
mask.
So tell me what you think it is down in my comments.
Yeah, it's one of those like little Halloween wolf mask things.
A spooky tale. Maggie Gann says that she has experienced a few strange things around her house.
So in the upstairs of my house, there's 2 rooms. Both of the doors open and close all the time by itself.
So one day Maggie is casually filming a cute video of her cat Onyx, when suddenly something happens that is truly bizarre.
No, I saw this the other day too. It's normal. It's just a cat kicking its leg back, or it's
Now,
kicking
at
itself
first,
off.
Maggie
It just
doesn't
looks
even
weird.
notice anything odd, and even laughs at what she thinks is just the cat being weird, or well,
Like, I admit that
just
it looks
being a
weird,
cat.
but it's obviously
when
just
she
kicking
watches the
itself
video
off.
back, she
See, you see its
notices that the
foot
cat's
hit the
tail
ground
seems to
and
be
it
yanked
slides
by
back.
some invisible force.
It's like
The
breakdancing.
video went viral, and no one can really explain just what happened
Yeah,
to
people
the
think
cat.
it's like the cat's
But
tail's being
what do you
pulled or
think?
something. No, it's just doing cat things. It looks pretty funny. He was like chasing his tail or something.
If you see something that you think would be perfect for
He
the
used
top
his
5,
hind
email
leg
me
to
at
push off
nukestop5
the
at
carpet.
gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Unwelcome guest. At the end of last year, French single mother Alex and her son moved into a new home.
Yeah,
The house
they
was
send 'em
remodeled
in.
from the remains of an old church, and it was built right
Ooh,
on top
old
of what used to
churches
be
are
an
always
old
spooky.
graveyard. Shortly after moving in, Alex begins to hear the creepy sound of someone walking through her home. But when she looks, she finds nothing and no one to explain
that's
these
scary.
strange footsteps. Late one night, Alex is lying in bed
Yeah, the
when she
cat
suddenly
thing,
hears
yeah.
something that is downright chilling.
piano? Peanut? It sounds good. Damn. Ghost got some skill. But why are they always breathing like that? I wonder if that's how someone actually would react. Wouldn't you like be holding your breath? Like the piano doesn't sound, it sounds like a track laid over the audio. Doesn't sound like it's coming from the room. Oh, the cat. Yeah, that didn't sound right. Like it didn't get any louder or any quieter. Oh my god. Wouldn't you run? I would be like... No, I don't think I saw the other cat. Yeah, it could have been the cat. I didn't see a cat near the piano, but what the hell? She's gonna knock it over.
Alex hears a child's voice calling out, "Mama?" from somewhere, even though her son is fast asleep in his room. She hears the voice again from downstairs.
I'd say this video is
"Mama?"
probably fake too. I
And
mean,
she
a lot
goes
of them
down to investigate.
are just made for entertainment.
Alex is horrified when she discovers the piano
Especially
in
on
her
like
living room is
TikTok and
playing
stuff.
all by itself, and her TV has inexplicably just turned on. Books come falling out of a cabinet, and a chair rocks back and forth.
Oh, I
almost
didn't even
as if
notice the
someone
chair.
or something is sitting and watching.
Yeah, the
her.
fake one, it's funny how they do like
Understandably,
several
Alex says she
different
couldn't
things
sleep the
all
rest
at
of
once.
night.
The chair, the
But
books, the
unfortunately for
piano.
Alex, things are about to get even creepier. One night, Alex returns home from walking their dog. Her son is away at his dad's and her home should be empty. But as she heads toward the house, she notices something that sends a chill down her spine.
Yeah, the music makes it so scary.
C'est une blague. C'est une blague. Mais je veux pas. Oh, gars.
Yeah, I don't really get scared either. I mean, some of them can definitely be spooky, but some of them are just interesting
Dark
and
figure can be seen
entertaining.
inside the house, and Alex is frozen in fear as the strange
Especially
shape
to
seems
see
to
like
head
people's
toward her
reaction to
son's
stuff.
room. Luckily, her son isn't home, and the shadow just disappears. Now, no one was found inside the house or on the property. Cut to another night, and Alex and her young son are having a nice, quiet evening at home. Suddenly, this happens.
Is this the same person or is this a different person? Wait, what the? What the? That's just silly. What on earth? Well, they put the camera so far forward that there could have been someone that just jumped out from behind there without being on the camera. I'm convinced. Or there could be someone in that bear. It's pretty big. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, like a little smoky thing.
A teddy bear in her son's bedroom seems to creepily wiggle around all on its own. But the worst is yet to come. One night, when Alex is once again completely alone at home, the paranormal activity in her house becomes absolutely terrifying.
Ominous music. Well, that looked a little bit dramatic. Was that her legs that flew up? Wait, what?
With everything that has happened, Alex believes that
Okay,
her
it was the
home
same
is
person.
haunted and is now actively looking for help. But what do you think is going on here?
Play that last
Could the creepy
clip again.
events in Alex's home have anything to do with its history? Perhaps some spirit from the old graveyard that the house is built on? Let me know what you think. Room 205.
Oh, they didn't play.
A woman named Tracy works at a mid-sized hotel in Pekin, Illinois. Lately, she says that many of the hotel guests have had complaints about one particular room.
Okay, so I'm here at work tonight, and
Ooh.
we have workers that come here that work on the railroad. I checked in 5 of them, and the second floor is where they usually go because that's where all the king suites are at. Well, they're all saying, please don't put me in room 205. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with 205? And not one of them would tell me what was wrong with 205. So, how about me and you, all of us, go up to room 205 and see why no one wants to rent that room.
So Tracy films as she heads up to check out the hotel's mysterious room 205.
Okay, walking up there now.
Do I have a fave model? I still want to edit more of them. But I like my vampy one the most. This
It's
one.
really cold in here, though.
This is my favorite. And then I put the ears on too. So then I have four
really
ears.
cold. And the air's not even on. I mean, I don't see anything. So maybe we can sit. Yeah, the air and stuff's not on. Maybe sit in the dark. See if we can hear something. I don't know.
remember which
I don't
one's
know
the
what
cat
else to do.
ears.
I'm gonna probably lose all my views for my
I like these
people
colors.
watching, but okay, let's do this.
Oh, there we go. Like a 4 ears now, yay. Yeah, this is my favorite. It's like a wolfy cat vampire.
No, I'm out.
Tracy quickly finds out why room 205 is so unpopular. The room is eerily cold, and when she turns off the lights, some creepy little voice from the darkness whispers,
Oh, I didn't hear the voice.
"Hey."
Okay, yeah.
All right, no, I'm out. Okay.
Do it for the
Guess
content.
I just got my answer. Oh my god. Going back to the front.
After many requests from viewers, Tracy says
Oh,
that
thank you,
even though the
Boongar.
incident freaked her out,
I want to make more
she
of them.
plans to go back and investigate the room again very soon. the hospital visitor. Reddit user Chosen12803 posted to the Nukes Top 5 subreddit about a strange experience that his sister had while visiting a hospital in Panama back in 2020. Chosen's sister was at the hospital to visit her ailing father. Now, this was
Alien father?
So hospital hallways were cleared out of all but close family
saying?
members and essential personnel. However, the woman says that even though she was all alone in the hospital hall, she kept feeling very odd, almost as if someone was watching her. Then she spotted something very creepy at the end of the hall.
Oh my god, the music makes it so much
Some strange
scarier.
white figure seems to be peeking out at her from the end of the hallway. She films as she heads right toward the bizarre peeking shape.
What the hell?
When
like,
she
nope.
checks the spot, there's nothing there. Just an empty hall and some medical equipment. But without knowing, her camera did pick up a strange little unexplained moan, almost like a child.
Okay, that's pretty creepy.
But she still can't shake that
It
creepy
kinda
feeling
sounds
that
like
she
a
has about the
older
hospital
person.
hallway. She films herself as something seems to move her hair around.
The wind?
Now, her hair moves around a bit, but maybe that was just a draft.
Yeah, it could be
And
like
her
the
hair is
vented
not where you should be
ducks or
looking
whatever.
in this clip. Because, did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Back down the empty hall, just over her shoulder, you can once again see some strange tall white figure peeking out at her. But this time, she
Yeah, what
doesn't
is
even
that? It
notice.
almost looks like a
Reddit user
curtain or something.
Chosen12803 says that his sister sent him the video, and he pointed out to her that whatever was in the
I
hall
meant like the
was
air
still
the air
watching her
conditioning,
the entire
like the
time.
ducted air conditioning.
AI
maybe.
photobomb from beyond. So this next story requires a quick bit of explanation. So the phone app CapCut allows you to upload a small picture of a person or object, and then it uses AI to expand the background of the picture, making it larger. The AI creates an imaginary larger
It's gonna be a
scene around the
spooky
picture,
AI ghost.
and then includes the smaller picture into the larger photo. So just to try the app out, a woman named
pretty
Geneva
cool.
put a small picture of her dog and cat sitting on the couch into the app. The
Oh
app
God, what
produced
is it
an
gonna
impressive
do?
large AI background, but something about it was a bit strange. For some reason, the program added some unknown AI-generated woman into the picture.
Okay, that's. Oh
At
my
first, Geneva
god.
was confused as to
That's
why
pretty
the
funny.
AI added some random stranger into her picture. But as she took a closer look at the photo the AI created, she realized that the unknown woman looked almost exactly like her deceased mom. Even stranger,
Aw.
Geneva says that she had just had a conversation about
Maybe
her
it
mom
used her-
right before trying
her
this
data.
AI photo app.
Like it stole
So
her
did the
data
AI
and
somehow tap into something supernatural?
like maybe she had
Or is
pictures
it
of her
just a
mom on her
very
phone and it like
bizarre
stole that somehow.
coincidence? You decide. Waving goodbye. Proud mother Renee Brown is relaxing at home one night with her
It's
one-year-old
a
daughter
spitting
Maya.
image.
Suddenly, the little girl starts to act very strange.
Okay, so we're at home. It's just me and my daughter tonight. I don't know what is going on, but she is like she's acting
Kiwi.
super weird. She keeps peering over the couch, and it looks like she's looking at something. What's wrong? Like.
Oh my god, the music is so creepy.
Literally nothing there. What are you looking at? Oh my god.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.
You go.
Oh,
Bye.
Maya, what are you waving at?
I wonder if
Okay, this
babies
is
like,
so bizarre.
since they have naps a lot, I wonder if they like
can see something and
see
she's
dreams in real life or
scared
something.
of it.
Because
Little
it's
Maya
apparently
is
very
upset
common
and seems to be
that they
scared
see
of
stuff.
something or someone on the other side of the room.
So I wonder if they're just
Maya
like
even waves
half asleep
bye-bye
dreaming.
to whatever she sees, seemingly hoping that it will take the hint and just leave. Concerned mom Renee says that she has no idea why her baby was acting that way. She says that little Maya has never done anything like that before
His
or
pupils,
since.
I can't see.
I had never, I swear, I've never seen her act
Never
like
ever.
that ever before.
Never
It
even seen
honestly
that
well
before.
and truly freaked me the F out. I was so scared. I was
Oh
home
my
alone.
god, she's gorgeous.
Renee says that as far as she knows, no one has passed away in the house and that there haven't been any recent deaths in her family. However, she says that she wouldn't mind if the incident was paranormal, as long as the visitor was one particular spirit.
When I was Maya's age, or I was 2, my daughter's 1, I lost my dad. He was 19 years old. He was very, very young. It was quite horrible, although I didn't understand it
God,
at my
a dad
age
at
that I was.
19.
But, I mean, if he was coming to visit her and say hello, happy days. That'd be beautiful.
So, just what do you think was upsetting little Maya? And just who or what was she waving at? Let me know what you think. Dead man walking. Sage is at work late one night after closing when one of her coworkers glances at the parking lot CCTV cameras and notices something very spooky.
Yeah, they get like anytime you get in the light, they disappear. So it's only when that is legit. Yeah, because like that is a person walking.
Could be a weird reflection. It could also be just a tiny bug, and then
An
the
eerie, pale, translucent figure can be seen just
the lens is
from
like
one side of the
distorting it to
parking
make it
lot
look
to the
longer than
other.
it is, but it's like
Now, the
also
workers have
really
no
close to
idea
the lens.
what this could be, and they haven't seen this strange figure again since this incident.
Although it does actually no, it could just be literally a person walking around, but
So
it's
now for something
not
a
picking
bit
it up
lighter.
properly.
These are videos that started out scary, but then they took a weird turn toward
That
something
CCTV is
completely
weird like that.
goofy.
It does look like that
First up,
sometimes.
this guy was waking up to strange noises in his bedroom late at night, so he set up a motion sensing camera to monitor him as he slept. Around the third night, something showed up.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me either. I try to think of it logically. Like, what's the most likely logical explanation? He's hungry!
In this next video,
Gotta
a young
fight.
woman named Priscilla spots something absolutely terrifying, and it's right next to her head.
I just scared myself really badly.
Oh my god.
I'm still scared. What's going on?
It's
Oh, it's my bun, y'all.
it looked like a guy. That's funny.
Tears in my eyes.
You ought to really think logically. Yeah, I try to find like the
In
logical
this clip,
explanation.
well, there's no setup. A guy named Miguel pranks his mom with a big, scary fake spider. And it's kind of
Oh, I think I saw this. Yeah, I've seen a clip of this. That is so terrifying. Oh my god.
I hope
That's
you enjoyed
actually
the
so
video.
scary
Thanks so much
though.
for watching,
I'd
and
freak the
hopefully
fuck
I'll see you
out.
back next time.
Oh my god.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so
Her
much for
soul.
watching.
Her soul left her body. That's pretty funny. What's this thumbnail? Scare your mama.
On March 6,
These
2015,
titles.
Jennifer Grossbeck was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter Lily secured in her car seat in the back. While driving along a lonely road in Utah, Jennifer lost control of her SUV and crashed off the side of a bridge, flipping her car upside down into
my
the
God.
freezing water of the Spanish Fork River. Most of the car was submerged in the icy water, and tragically, Jennifer Grossbeck passed away almost instantly. However, luckily the car was positioned in a way that Jennifer's 18-month-old baby Lily was not plunged into the freezing water. The baby was held in place in her car seat in the back. Many hours later, the car is spotted in the river, and emergency first responders arrive on the scene.
Go ahead. What have you got? What have you got?
But as the police and firemen approach the car, they
Oh,
heard
I've seen
something
this
they
clip too.
really can't explain.
I
We heard
saw
something
it
say,
on the
"Help
body
us, help
cam
us,"
or
inside, and
something.
so it was at that point that we, said we have to get in that car now, and we all, the four of us, were able to push the car on its side, and that's when I looked inside and was able to see the child infant strapped in the back seat.
Anybody hear us? Hello? God, there's a baby.
Yeah, this was really weird.
There's a baby.
There was like a voice or something.
Pass her up. Pass her up. Here, right here, right here. Go, 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 go. She's definitely hypothermic. She's freezing. Throw up in there. Here, dog.
When did it say? I can't. I honestly can't remember.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, "Help me." Do you know who that was?
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, "Help me." That's why we responded saying, "We're trying. We're gonna get inside and help you. We're doing the best we can."
I think it was to Faye. I was wondering if Faye
wasn't
gets
till after we flipped it
scared
that we saw,
easily. Because some people get scared
who we
really
know now
easily
was
with spooky
deceased at the
stuff,
time,
and they don't like
and the
it.
child was in the back seat.
Even stranger. Although all four of the early responders say that they heard the strange, unexplained voice of a woman pleading for help, the officer's body cameras
Yeah,
did
it might have been
not pick
bugging
up
out at the time
any
though.
voice at all.
Here, get over here, Beddoes.
Yeah, he was talking about getting nightmares, and I was like, oh, do you
We're
get scared
coming.
easily?
To me, it was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, "Help me."
Jennifer Grossbeck's family believes that it was the voice of Jennifer's
Wait, did they
spirit
play the voice?
calling out from the great
don't know if
beyond
I
to
heard
try
it.
to urge the emergency workers to hurry to save her baby daughter Lily.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She always wanted to bend over backwards for her loved
Spanish
ones.
Fort.
She loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team that was on the scene says that they simply can't explain what they heard.
We're helping. We're coming.
The thing down the
But I
hall.
didn't hear it.
Oscar Nunez says that strange unexplained on the scene says that they simply can't explain what they heard.
We're helping. We're coming.
Oh, it's like really
What
faint.
they heard.
We're helping. We're coming.
No, it sounds like it could be coming from inside the car. Like she might have been hanging on right until, because it was the mother and the baby. Very strange.
The thing down the hall. Oscar Nunez says that
thing.
strange unexplained things have been happening all around his home. He believes that some sinister presence has attached itself to his family. One
Oh,
night, he and
God.
his wife return home to find something truly bizarre.
Ooh, the fly sound. I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that. It's right in the mic. Ah. It feels like they're buzzing around my head, around my ears. Is that real time sound? Oh god, it sounds awful. Ugh. Oh no. There's not like
For
a
some odd reason,
dead
there are
person in
flies
there,
swarming
so-
all over their house. Oscar says that he can't think of any rational explanation. Another late night, and Oscar's son has fallen asleep on the living room couch. The young boy wakes up and sees something that chills him to his core.
Oh god, the music makes it makes it seem so scary. I don't know what's happening. Where'd he go? Wait.
Oscar's son wakes up after he hears a strange noise and runs to his parents' bedroom, crying and wailing in fear. The young boy tells his dad that he saw someone scary in the hallway. But did you see it?
No.
When Oscar checks his security footage, he sees a large figure that looks like a man just standing in the hallway, staring at his son.
Huh?
Even weirder,
Oh.
whatever this is just
What the
seems to
fuck?
disappear into thin air.
Wait,
Oscar
what?
Nunez says that he and his family have
Oh, it
no idea who or what this is.
Wait,
Frightful
what?
photo bombs. This
It
next
looks like
weird
it could
story
just be
was
his
discovered
dad,
by
but
the
he
YouTube
ran the
channel
other
/
way.
podcast Haunted City Studios. So, a woman named Vernice posts on Facebook that she's been
The
having
stream
some
bot
very
looks like
odd
or
experiences and
I thought
thinks
you
that
said
some
the
sort
stream
of
bot looks like
spirit
a
or
chicken.
entity has attached
I
itself
set
to
it up
her
with
and her youngest daughter.
Botrix, I think.
Vernice
I
says that
followed
recently
some
when she
thing, but
takes
I
a photo
literally
of
don't
her
even remember
daughter,
how I did it.
Pictures often come out very strange and disturbing. Vernice posted a few pictures that definitely make her point. First up, Vernice snapped this photo of her youngest daughter in the pool. She's being playfully dunked underwater by her sister.
Yeah,
She
Botrix it
looks
was.
like this.
Oh my.
That's not right.
Oh my gosh.
The daughter's face looks like a horror special effect.
It really does.
It looks like a mask.
Right.
Deep set dark eyes.
I mean,
very
it doesn't
pale
look
skin.
that abnormal.
It's unsettling to look
Like, it's
at
under the water.
because
It's, you know when
you're
you
trying to make
like go into where it goes like
normal face out
lighter,
of it, and
like
you
the
just can't.
color is a little bit
As
distorted.
mentioned, for some odd reason in this photo, Vernice's daughter's face just, well, it doesn't look like a face.
It's a
Vernice
picture
posted
in
another
motion
photo she
too. It
took of
just
her
looks
young daughter
weird.
crouching on the bed.
Oh my.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Look at her face, though. Here's the thing.
Why are they acting
Here's
like
the
it's
thing.
something
What
paranormal though?
is
It's
that?
just a photo that got fucked up.
Possessed, like for real.
It is very upsetting to look at this and think
It's
it could be
upsetting.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Now, if this is some dark
Yeah, it's
spiritual
just in
attachment
motion,
appearing in
so
Vernice's
it's
photos,
the-
then it's not just limited
It's
to her
getting
daughter.
distorted.
When Vernice receives a speeding ticket in the mail from an automatic traffic camera, something odd shows up in that photo, too.
That's insane.
Yeah.
There's a figure sitting next to her. It's very clear, and it actually. When I first saw it, I thought it was an old woman.
It doesn't seem that clear. I can't see
But
it.
then, the more I look at it, the more I see kind of classic.
Oh, yeah, it does look. It kind of looks like there's an old lady sitting there.
You know, big head, small neck, kind of.
It's like her hand up or her hand on the
I think
dashboard.
there's two people in there. One's living, one's not.
Something with an abnormally large, distorted head seems to be sitting in the passenger seat, right next to Vernice. So just what do you think is going on in all of Vernice's photos lately, even in pictures that she didn't take herself? Let me know what you think. The cabin in
Yeah,
the woods.
exactly, Phoenix.
A man in Mexico named Antonio
It's
has a
not
business where he
supernatural,
builds,
like-
sells, and rents cabins in Mazamitla, Jalisco, Mexico. Late one night, he is working all alone outside an empty old cabin. Suddenly, he notices a strange flickering light coming from one of the windows.
Large reflection of the
He
trees
pulls out
in
his
front of
phone
it.
and records
Yeah,
as he
yeah,
goes
it
to
really could be a
check.
reflection.
And
True,
what he
it's like
sees
pareidolia. Literally, it's
makes his
just
blood
pareidolia.
run cold.
Also, hi. Ooh. The music. Howdly doodly. Oh, what is happening?
Now, Antonio is completely alone. There's not supposed to be anyone inside the cabin. But as he watches in terror, he sees someone in the flickering light slowly approaching the window as if to look out at him. And whoever this is has no discernible features and looks almost
literally
like
a
shadow,
person.
even in the bright flickering light. Antonio gathers his
Why would they have
courage
discernible
and goes inside
features
the
if it's
cabin
dark
to
and the light is
investigate.
behind him? The only thing actually scary is the music. I watched a spooky movie recently, or not like recently, but the only thing that was scary was the loud ass music. Nothing else about it was scary.
Espérate. ¿Y no es alguien? Ni nadie. No hay nadie.
Finger in a fan.
Antonio is a bit nervous as he checks through the rooms, but the entire cabin is completely empty.
So
now,
dark.
It should be noted that Antonio usually only uses his social media for his business, either to display properties he's worked on or cabins
If
that
my
he has
stream
rented.
goes down again,
This
I
is
might
the
just go to
only
sleep.
supernatural
It's been going
video
down a
that
lot.
Antonio has ever posted. So,
But I apologize
what
if
do
I
you
just
think?
go randomly.
Just who or what
But I'll be in my
is
Discord.
this?
That's a person.
From the shadows. This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewers Tuva and Sunniva from Norway. So Tuva says that she and her family moved into a new apartment in May of last year. And before this, they had never experienced anything paranormal. In fact, Tuva says that she and her sister Sunniva are very much skeptics. Or at least they were. Until this happened.
Ok, house tour. Så her er rommet mitt. Der står jeg, der står Tuva. Ut her er stua. Og det her...
What? Wait, what?
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see
As
it.
Sunniva is recording a video house tour for a friend, there is something black and weird just standing in front of the apartment door. The figure is so shadowy that it blends right into the darkness, but Sunniva says that she could easily see it with her naked eye. Sunniva lets out a frightened gasp and jerks her phone back so hard that it hits her other hand and knocks out the microphone. Now, when the video is brightened a lot, you can see that whatever this is actually blocks out the light from the peephole in the door. Sister Tuva says that a woman who was a former tenant passed away in the apartment. So could this be her presence still occupying their home?
Yeah,
You
maybe
decide.
she's looking through a camera.
Unexplained. This first video was captured by CCTV somewhere in rural New Jersey.
Yeah, it could have been a shadow, but it just... What the fuck? What the
So
fuck was
there's
that?
one bright light in the sky and another light almost seems to attack it. Now, I don't know if this is ball lightning or swamp gas or
What in the world? That
what
actually
the
does
hell
look
this
really
might
weird.
be. So, you tell me what you think. In this next video, a woman named Natasha says that her ring
Infrared
doorbell
makes
camera
stuff look
caught
really weird on
something
CCTV
trying
too.
to yoink her bike.
What the hell? Wow.
And in this clip, a baby is crawling across the floor when something seems to pull its leg.
No.
Now, usually with these baby videos, I just think it's the baby moving in a weird way and no big deal.
It
This
does. It
kid's
definitely
leg
does
moves
look
back at a
weird, but
very
yeah, it's
odd
probably
angle,
just.
and the baby seems to be a bit
Yeah, the way it
upset by
slides though.
whatever's back there. But as always, you decide.
What the hell?
If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top
The
5,
slide, the
email me
knee
at
slide part looked kind of weird, but
gmail.com. You can
yeah, it
also
could
tag
just
me
be
on
one of
TikTok
those
at Nukes
optical
Top 5
illusion type
Official.
thing.
And be sure to tag me only
It's kind of
at
like the
Nukes
cat
Top 5
video
Official,
earlier.
because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. playtime is over. A woman named Jessica says that she has recently purchased a fun playhouse for her daughter that looks very similar to their own house, complete with its own motion-sensing doorbell camera.
For a house tour.
Yeah, the way he slid was very strange looking.
Then I'm gonna show them the door, okay? She really wanted it to have a doorbell camera.
The
like
cat
our
one
front
earlier was
door.
definitely
But
normal
since
though.
then, things around their house have gotten a little spooky. Jessica's daughter says that she sometimes sees a quote-unquote scary guy in their house.
Oh my god.
What guy?
The guy.
The guy is at the door.
Nope, nope, nope. That's actually scary.
Can we go together?
Yeah.
Do you want to open the door or you want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
He's in there.
The guy?
That's too scary. There's a guy there.
It's scary.
What if there actually was like an actual guy?
It's okay.
Like, I'd be terrified.
No.
It's okay.
Jessica's
No,
daughter
it's not
claims that
okay.
the scary guy is in her room, but Jess doesn't see anyone or anything. She just dismisses the whole incident as likely being her daughter's
That's scary.
overactive
Nothing or a homeless
imagination.
person.
But then,
I think
a few
if it was
months
an
later,
actual guy, it would be
happens that absolutely
scarier.
freaks Jessica out. Jess is sitting in her living room when she suddenly receives a motion alert.
Uh-oh.
Not from her own doorbell camera, but from
Wait,
the
what if
one
there
on
actually
her
was a
daughter's
guy?
little playroom house.
Oh no.
When Jessica
no,
checks
no,
the
no.
notification, what she sees is like something right out of a horror movie.
Wait, no. Oh my god, what if there's actually a guy in there? And he's moving the camera out of the way. Oh, why does it have to be a creepy wig? Oh my... Okay, no, that's actually spooky. Wait, why is it moving back? The wig scared the shit out of me. Holy crap. Yeah, it does look scary as fuck. What is going on with it? Like, where is is the camera on the door of the playhouse? What the hell? Thought the wig was a homeless guy. He's living in a little playhouse. It's on the door. Why? That's a weird place for a camera. That kind of makes it look fake. Like, why would it be on the little play door? And what is that noise? The little ding dong. It sounds like a toy, maybe. I swear to God, the fucking mannequin head better not move. Oh, right as I read it. Okay, this is getting too much. I mean, I think this is probably fake. It's too... Ew, why does her head and her neck looked really weird? See Slater moving on its own. The mannequin head like turns to her or something.
Now a note on this clip. This is not a motion camera that pans around the room on its own motor.
Yeah, I know
This
of
camera is
those
actually
ones.
attached to the playhouse door. So this
Oh,
back
I
and forth
see.
motion
What the
means that
hell?
the
That's a
playhouse
weird
door
camera.
is actually opening and closing.
It's really weird.
But it gets even weirder because
do
the
it
camera
again.
repeatedly catches a little playtime mannequin head in the corner of the playhouse, and its hair seems to be lifted up by some unseen force, and then just suddenly drops back down. After this, Jessica has had about enough. She says that she took down the little playhouse, but her daughter still sometimes says that she sees the quote-unquote scary guy back in their house. Passing through. Facebook user Alicia Pinman posted this next creepy video to Facebook. She says that late one night her husband went to take their recycling out, but as he is walking back into the house, something happens that Alicia and her husband just can't explain.
I'm gonna need a replay.
As Alicia's husband heads back to their house, an odd, creepy mist or apparition seems to pass right behind him, possibly partially through him. As you can tell in the video, Alicia's husband feels something strange move by him.
It does look weird.
He has no idea what he just felt, and he doesn't see the bizarre mist. The couple reviews their ring cam, and they are a bit spooked. After Alicia posted this to Facebook, there were many theories as to what this could be. But there was no fog that night, and no one can figure out just what this odd mist is. What do you think? The jinn just outside. A man in Pakistan named Abdullah says that a few times over
like
the
a
last
big
few
gust of
months,
it or
some very
something
strange
blowing.
things have been happening in his house. Late one night while he is sleeping, things
Oh
start
yeah,
to
true. It
get
could have.
really
Yeah.
weird.
Oh my god. Is he crying? He's like sobbing.
अपना नाम बताओ पहले मुझे अपना नाम मेरा नाम अब्दुल्ला अपना नाम बताओ तुम्हारा अब्दुल्ला मैं हूं तुम नहीं हो नहीं खोलना मैंने
What the fuck? I hope that's just like his friend making like a silly video because that sounds so creepy.
Okay.
Did I turn it down too much? I didn't want it to be too loud and get scared.
निकल जाओ यहाँ से
I wasn't making the sound.
आओ आओ अंदर अब जो भी हो मगर मेरी एक बात याद रखना जहां से भी तुमने जो भी करना तुम
I don't know.
Something seems to plead with Abdullah to enter his room. Something that claims to actually be him. Abdullah believes that it might be a jinn or shapeshifter, as these entities are often said to imitate others to try to fool them. When Abdullah opens the door, something seems to actually come inside as a poster on the wall falls to the floor. Abdullah believes that a jinn might be attached to him and that he might have made a terrible mistake by letting it in.
आओ अंदर आओ
Did you hear the little pitter-patter of feet running?
आओ अंदर अब
Abdullah tries to prove what he is experiencing in a live stream.
And I thought I should just come live because some people just don't believe this thing. I've heard
Oh
from
yeah, I want to go back. He was like,
Unfortunately, nothing happens.
making like
But
a
weeks
scary
later, Abdullah
voice.
gets a strange visitor again
Wait, let
to
me go back.
imitate others.
It's just it's just the sound effects that scare me. That actually sounds kind of scary.
आओ अंदर आओ
This little pitter-patter.
नहीं खोलना मैंने
That's his voice. Like, what is... Yeah, I think it's fake, but
Okay. मुझे आयतुल कुर्सी आती है मैं आयतुल कुर्सी पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर दूं आओ अंदर आओ
Pitter patter is kind of funny. He runs in.
आओ अंदर अब जो भी हो
Crazy day.
Abdullah believes that it might be a jinn or shapeshifter. Abdullah believes that a jinn might be attached. Abdullah tries to prove what he is experiencing in a live stream.
And I thought I should just come live because some people just don't believe this thing. I've heard some knocking.
But unfortunately, nothing happens. But weeks later, Abdullah gets a strange visitor again, and he is terrified.
मैंने नहीं खोलना
He probably like recorded himself on the other side of the door and layered it over.
हाँ भाई ना हाय दी हाँ हम अल्फा मलाई भी तूने ما شاف سي كرسي وسمعتي الرجل يقود اسمه هو اللي لازم نسوين तो मुझे क्या है तुम्हें भूख लगी या खाना खाओ मेरे
Urgendy's friend. Oh god.
मैंने नहीं खोलना इसे
Yeah, definitely fake. Ran up the stairs. Gone.
Frightened, Abdullah stammers as he recites a verse from the Quran, but this only seems to make matters worse. He yanks the door open, and nothing there. After this last odd encounter, Abdullah says that he hasn't experienced anything since. But is this a jinn terrorizing poor Abdullah, or is it all just an elaborate
Why was he out of
hoax?
breath?
You decide. Scurry
Probably,
videos.
yeah.
So a few more funny and or weird videos to end out this list.
Oh, great.
So sometimes ghosts move things and moan and just generally make a lot of noise. But when the people in the house are a little too loud, the ghost can get a bit pissy.
Oh.
So did a ghost just take that running kid out? Who knows?
No, it was just like
But
probably the
probably not.
floorboards or the.
Anyway, sometimes at Halloween, you might
Ghost
try
or
to scare your
something.
friend with a creepy mask. But he might have the same idea. And finally, sometimes your ghost hunt in an old building might find a, not ghost.
Oh, there's a TV. Why did it just close, bro?
Yeah.
The skinwalker?
Oh my god.
Oh my god what the what the
Okay, that's terrifying.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and
Oh
hopefully
my
I will see
God.
you back next time.
The skinwalker?
oh my god what the
I don't know what's scary. Like, that's kind of scarier. That's terrifying.
We were standing watching what was going on. The chief planner.
Okay, I'll probably go to sleep after this
31
one.
disturbing TV moments, 7 levels. This is the disturbing TV moments iceberg. I've put together this list myself, and we'll start with the weird and well-known incidents.
I don't think I've
and
ever seen this
slowly
channel.
descend into the most troubling footage ever broadcast. Let's start at the tip of the iceberg.
How long
Level
is the
1.
video? Oh, it's
Nasubi.
57 minutes. Maybe
In
I won't watch it all.
1998, Tomoaki Hamatsu agreed
too
to
long.
take part in a Japanese reality TV show
I usually
called
watch
A
videos
Life
like
in
this.
Prizes that would become one of the most controversial, disturbing, and ethically questionable experiments in television history. Tomoaki was an aspiring comedian selected through an open audition and led to believe he was participating in a challenge that wouldn't be widely broadcast, but could lead to other career opportunities. He was taken to a small, empty apartment, stripped naked, and given only a pen, blank postcards, and magazines. He was tasked to survive solely on prizes won through magazine sweepstakes until he accumulated 1 million yen.
Oh,
worth of
I've
winnings.
already seen
That's
this
about
case
$10,000 US
anyways.
dollars. But what Tomoaki didn't know was that his entire experience was being filmed and broadcast to over 15 million viewers every single week. For the next 15 months, he lived in total isolation with no clothes, limited
Yeah,
food,
I've seen
minimal
it
human
as
contact.
well.
Viewers came to love him. His constant nudity led the network to cover his intimate area with an eggplant, which the Japanese called Nasubi, his new nickname. Nasubi's struggle for survival was both fascinating and horrifying. He would go